When I was young, I was very motivated and driven to become a successful businessman. That was my one goal in life that I really wanted to achieve. A funny thing happened at that time. Once I really let go, then my business and my business world started to really expand for me. My name is Ben Smith. I'm originally from Australia and now I live in the United States. And my line of business is in real estate development, and I've been doing that for many years. In my family, I had an elder brother and a younger brother, and I had a stay-at-home mum, which was great, and my dad was an airline pilot, and we had a very happy upbringing. We went to a private school in Brisbane, where I had a great group of friends, and we got good grades without trying too hard. We played sports. Also played tennis at home quite a bit. One of our family homes when we were growing up had a tennis court. My dad loved to play tennis, and we'd also always hit the tennis ball together. Further to that, we went to the University of Queensland, which is a top university in Australia, and I studied engineering there. And then during my university years, I actually won a Young Achievers Award. It's a nationwide competition where they give out grants of $20,000 to start your business or to follow your dream, your idea. And we started putting our proposal together, and our idea was to create a business that took people on camping and surfing trips and teach them how to surf. So it was like a learn to surf school and camping kind of experience. And we went through the process and we ultimately won that competition, and we were given the grant, and we started our first business, which was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, and in the end we ended up taking language students and backpackers. They were our main customers, and we'd take them down the coast and go camping and surfing, and it was a really good eye-opening experience. It taught me a lot about business and how the world works in business. Ultimately, it wasn't really a very profitable business, but we learnt a lot, and we ran that business for about 3 years. And we used to go to all the seminars. So we went to one where they have like a big pit of burning hot coals, and you walk down the pit with your bare feet and all this kind of thing. It's like motivation, talking about how to be successful in business. I went to other specific ones that spoke about real estate strategies and all of these type of things. So I gathered a lot of knowledge from all different parts of the business and kind of success realm, and I started to kind of follow that, and that became my mantra and what I was really interested in, and I became very driven to be successful in the business world. And that was around 2002, late 2002. About the same time, my brother came across Falun Gong. A friend of his passed him a book, and he read it, and he suggested that I read it. So I read the book, and it was quite interesting. I was quite open-minded. It was one of the introductory texts. And that led me to a local practice site, and I went down there on the weekend. So each time I went down to learn the exercises, afterwards for the next few days I had to continually use the restroom. And I didn't really think too much of this, but it happened the first time and then the second time. And after the third time, I mentioned it to the gentleman, the elderly Chinese gentleman who was teaching me the exercise, and I said, every time I come down here and do the exercises, I have to, next couple of days I'm always at the restroom, kind of clearing out the bowel end of things. And he kind of laughed, and he said, you need to read this book, which was the next book, Zhuang Falun, the main text of Falun Gong. And I was like, okay. So I took the book and I started reading it, and in the book it spoke exactly about this phenomenon, and it was a good thing. It was like clearing out the body, and that was like a real validating experience for me, because I hadn't read this book before, and yet these things were happening to me, and it just kind of all made sense. And I was like, wow, I was like, I need to really pay attention and read this some more. So that, I guess, really helped me on my path and really helped me become a solid practitioner of Falun Gong. My business and my business world started to really expand for me. I started a slightly new line of business, which was in the real estate development world.